Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive in right away and see what's coming your way. If you are enjoying these videos and would like to see more of these, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, okay? All right, guys. What I see here is actually the year is going to be starting. We're going to be looking all about, this is going to be all about the blessings. The year is going to start with a conversation here, a very heated conversation. I see here the symbol of Aries. This is actually the symbol of Aries right here. And I see it right there. This can be in Aries that you're having a very passionate and heated conversation. The thing is, Aries is fire, you're water, and but you both are the fire, the passionate part of the signs that you're representing, the water. So this can be forming a new relationship, and the relationship doesn't have to be in the romance. We're going to be looking deeper with your tarot. It can be something that will have a lot of passion and creativity within it, okay? It can be romance if that's what you're looking for, but also this can be a business idea. Maybe like starting in a new position, in a new job that you will have this person, you will match perfectly. Your energies are going to be really good together. And even the sides of you, like you being the water, they being the fire, can be extremely useful for the relationship, okay? For the things to roll, the ball, keep the ball rolling. I see there's a person here, an older lady. She has like an arrow in her hand, and this arrow can be symbolizing actually also Sagittarius, but as well as like a kick-starting something, like the first arrow. I think they have that in the Olympics, they're just lighting up an arrow with fire and shooting and burning the Olympics, the flame. So this can be someone who's not really using the fire, okay? The old lady, I'm going to interpret it in two different ways. This can be like a literal human being, maybe your energy, that's what you're feeling right now, or can be like a stagnant situation that maybe is not really, because the feminine energy represents the Mother Earth, the creativity, that what we collect from the Mother Earth and the crops that we collect. And this can be something that you have collected crops from a project, and now it's like you're over and done with this. You don't want to pursue it anymore. Maybe you put it on the side. The arrow it's holding can symbolize, okay, this still has spirit, okay? And it wants to light up the fire, wants to keep rolling. This time, it will have a lot of experience with it. So you will have experience with it as well. So you will have a different approach. Maybe you will have the chance to grow it even bigger and maybe even faster if this is a project you have in your mind. And when it comes to project, I don't usually specify things like maybe art project, book project, or maybe a business idea. Maybe you're a carpenter, you want to build things, you're making furniture, which is like, I feel like that handmade furniture is like the hottest thing. Can be something like that. You had an idea, but you put it on the side. Seems like it's picking back up here. It doesn't have to be specifically something that handmade. It can be like a project, a business project. I see sometimes in the description, the comment section, that some people are retired. And if this is like you're retired and you don't want to do anything anymore, this can be something of wish, of passion. Maybe you want to travel the world that you put on the side. Seems like within the second month, that's going to come back to surface. And how is that going to be affecting you? It is going to give you more passion, first of all. The second, there are pathways opening here. Maybe even the thought of it, focusing on the desire, the idea of it, will bring some opportunities into your life. The pathway will be opening, the inspiration will be coming. I see there's actually a crescent moon forming here. Crescent moon indicates legal accomplishments and maybe governmental success. If this issue is regarding government, but I feel like this is separate from them because there's just the line you crossed right there. So this issue is separate from the governmental thing. So it can be even financed by like an institution or a higher authority, but they're not really mixing. You see, they're like oil and water. They're not really mixing together. I feel like even this is like a financially you get the support because there's a chunk of money showing up here towards the end of the year. I want to show it because sometimes, like I see in the comments again, that they don't understand my calculation. This is the beginning of the year, and then we go around the 12 months here, okay? So this part is the second half of the year. So it seems like initially you're going to get the chance, the opportunity, and I see there are 3 horses here. 3 horses is a very good sign. 2 horses is the chariot, actually moving you from where you are towards another new adventure. And what's happening is, and you're leaving everything behind, whatever the bad things, unfavorable situations, circumstances that you're not serving you, making you happy anymore. You're moving, like leaving them all behind and moving towards a very happy, a light energy here. Okay, 3 horses is like triple that joy, triple the fun. I see there are phone lines forming. You might be connecting with some people that are not really close to you at this moment, because I see there's a distance in between these people. The distance can be also energetic level. If you're not feeling confident within yourself to execute an idea or do something, these can be people that already accomplished that, okay? Because what happens is, manifestation is also all about confidence. Making something happen in your life is all about confidence. For example, I just keep watching this bread making videos, and this girl in Ballerina Farm, she keeps making these beautiful breads. And if you don't know her, she's actually like on Instagram. What happens is, like in the first time, if you get so super lucky, you can make the perfect bread. Okay, you can bake it perfectly. It can be like you can form it perfectly, but it's like sticky because it has to be soft and such, whatever. But she's mastered that. She's been making her own bread forever, so she knows how to do it. So when you watch a master doing it, they don't have no hesitation. They know it's going to come out every time. It's going to be good. But if you're learning and maybe you're not really feeling that confidence within you, this can be something that you're learning. Maybe you're thinking about, you didn't even take steps towards it. You're just figuring it out, and you're not going to have the full confidence of an expert. And I feel like here, this is what's forming. You are reaching out to ones that already have done it. And what's going to happen is, I see a legal contract here. This can be a legal contract, and like two mouths here. There's an eye and 2 mouths. They're smiling. 2 mouths can be a Gemini coming into your life. Maybe you're making a deal with a Gemini. Gemini tend to have 2 sides to every coin. It's like the mask of that theater mask. It has like 2 faces here. This is not a negative thing. This means that this person can be optimistic at the same time pessimistic. They can be calculating the advantages and the disadvantages, everything. So if you're signing a contract here over what you want to accomplish, this can be even buying a new home, or if this is a business idea that you're executing and growing from scratch, this person can be someone who has all the sides to it. They might be in the contract. It is a new business that you're actually starting to work at as well. They might include everything, both sides of the coin. That's why it has like some, it's not like a clean paper. It is going to include some things maybe not favorable for you. What you can do here is you can actually change things, modify, ask for modifications, and it seems like I see a heart shape here. The modifications will happen if you request it, okay? Within the 6th, 7th month time, I see a male figure here. He has kind of like a weird belly here. On their belly, I see number 3 kind of a shape, but also reminds me of like a cake, or the first thing when I look at it, I saw like a cash register, basically. A cash register can be like something for your business, that if you have a business that you're buying, or this can be a person that cash registers hold the money. It can be a person in the bank or a person who holds the money, okay, that you're going to get in touch with. And afterwards, I see a chunk of money appearing here. You might have to maybe apply to something in order to get this money. So something on the outside in the universe, it's meant for you, okay, prepared for you. What you need to do is you need to reach out and take it. You need to reach out and demand it. That's why It is in the hands of a person here, and but it is allocated by like divine powers, you can say. Or this is maybe something you sold already, you didn't receive the price of it, or this is something that you ordered. I see chunk of money here, but it can be an energy. Money is an energy also. Like it can be like maybe a debt being paid, or a property that is served for you, deserved reserved for you, or it can be like an inheritance that is yours, but you need to be like talking to the right people, like right legal authorities, and it is reserved for you. And I even see here there's a cup on top of it. Cup indicates emotionally fulfilling new beginning. So when this arrives into your life, definitely there's an emotionally fulfilling new beginning coming forward. And I see a house now. When I look carefully, when we covered this part, you can see that's looking like a little house from like a German mountain houses type of a place here. It can be like a mountainous house as well. So, when you reach out, the phone lines are cutting off there. When you reach out, yes, you're going to receive, and then further than that, you don't have to reach out to anyone. Another thing I see here, there's a woman right there. This woman has like long hair, luscious hair, and there's a bird above on top of her head. There's also dolphin in between her hair. Dolphins symbolize, first of all, because they have communication powers, it indicates communication, getting in touch, and in a joyful and playful way. This can be getting in touch with your higher faculties, or with the people that are actually maybe guiding you. They will be guiding you, or maybe even you're feeling guided, a family member, a friend that you're feeling guided towards. The bird indicates this is going to actually create a beautiful bond. That beautiful bond, the hair flowing in the wind, is going to be a new adventure for you, a new fulfilling even though I say like it's a feminine character, this is your creative side that needs to come to surface. It doesn't have to be a woman, or if this is a woman in your life, she will be inspiring you to connect with certain places. That connection will form. I see here there's a person, actually a fairy godmother, planting a beautiful rose right there. That connection will help you connect with the wish, that desire you have. Connection doesn't have to be like mental connection. Maybe you're going to actually have access, touch it, grab it. The rose indicates love. So eventually what's going to happen is when you connect with that energy, you're going to get the chance to maybe even receive this thing, create this thing in your life, okay? And the fairy godmother is planting the seed, so you might not even have to go ahead and take the necessary action. You're going to be guided towards it. You're not going to do anything forcefully here. Towards the end of the year, and I see another double horse here. Horses and the triple, actually there's another one here, triple horses, another wish fulfillment coming forward. And I feel like you're going to have overall a very fast energy. The wishes, the desires that you have are going to be coming forward towards you really fast. Okay, let's get into your plate now, the saucer. If you have a question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see here a big bird. I saw this bird recently on a documentary. I don't remember the name of it. There's this blue kind of grayish bird with, I think, like some red accents to it. Your desire coming very, very well. I'm not gonna say no, it's not gonna happen tomorrow, but it has like a very good pace happening here, and it is coming in a very stable and opening up a pathway. It's not like a very loose way it's coming ahead. It seems like the bird that we saw here, not only communication, but it can also symbolize like long-term creativity. Another thing come to me, the turkey keeps coming to me because the New Year's are coming. In some cultures, it's also a tradition for the New Year's as well. So it can be like the turkey indicates fertility, okay? Fertility doesn't only have to be in like a physical sense. It can be like a mental sense as well, and also the material sense, maybe because it means multiplication of what you have. And you see your desires like coming slowly, surely, and also in a way that it will have a long-term stability, long-term structure. It's not going to be like a momentary success for you in your life. I see here, there's a skull. This means you are Scorpio, so you don't have to be afraid of when it comes forward because the death card indicates Scorpio. That's your symbol. So you are them demolishing or maybe letting go. It's not demolishing. The tower is demolishment. I see here you're letting go of a structure that doesn't serve you anymore. And this can be even a person, a relationship that doesn't serve you anymore because it doesn't belong. There's a second desire coming forward here. As soon as I said that you're letting go, and it's even coming from another side, like you're going to be, divine help will be there as well. So you're letting go of something that doesn't serve you anymore. And immediately right after that, it is going to bring, I even maybe before that, the blessings are going to be coming forward. But it's about making the decision. Maybe this is a person you keep talking to, you're expecting things to happen between you and this person, but they're not really responsive. I see a letter H and A. It can be in the first name or the last name of this person here, and K. So maybe like the things are not really working, but you always had compassion towards this person. What happens here is the more you allow, the more they're going to violate your boundaries, the more they're not going to give you the compassion that you need. Soon as you decide, you don't have to treat this person badly or cut them off completely. But when you decide that I deserve better, I will manifest something better for myself, and like I would like to have what I want to have, not other people's crumbs, breadcrumbs. I'm not going to be feeding with those. When you decide that, then the transformation starts happening. And if this is a person, I see here there's an authority figure with a hat coming forward. If this is a new job, there's an opportunity, a new one coming forward. I see a tent or maybe even like a new roof being established here. Like the karma, the energy will actually, the creator will start working immediately. As soon as you say, you know what, I'm letting this go, and the sunshine behind the mountains, that's what we see in the death card, is actually, I'm letting the sun to shine on me. It is going to right away start shining on you, okay? Because the universe is waiting for you to let go of what doesn't serve you. Let's get into your tarot now. If you have a specific desired intention, let's focus on that and see what's happening, okay? Two of them want to come forward. This is your current situation, guys. We have the Lovers in Gabriel, the King of Gabriel. I told you there's some fire signs showing up here. Aries, your Sagittarius energy here. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. So it seems like here, this is a person who wants to come into your life or a situation that is going to evolve your life for the better. And this is actually, this card indicates the current, okay, what's happening currently. I feel like here, even if you're not feeling it right now, you actually planted your seeds very carefully. Let me pull the symbols as well. Very carefully. And those seeds are growing in a loving way. Even if it is stagnant for a while, it is going to pick up pace as soon as the year starts, okay? Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, and power of love. This is... I know some people are not really looking for love, so we can interpret these things in a way that this is a passion, okay? This is a passionate new beginning for you coming forward. And if you're maybe not receiving the things you want in the way, in the shape, in the form, this is actually going to evolve in a very fast fashion, lovingly, passionately, logically as well, because Gemini is a logic energy. It is going to evolve into what you want them to be. What we have here is a bow. You're highly thought of. This can be someone actually already thinking about you, maybe planning to make plans about your future. Can be financial plans as well, and also like this can be someone that you're going to be meeting very soon, which will consider you in their plans, in their future plans. We have 10 of Ariels here. The area of opportunity lays in your financial success, long-term stability, financial security, creating generational wealth, or maybe the wealth that will actually last you for a very long time. There is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and a promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life is what's happening, what's coming your way initially. And this is the opportunity that you need to consider, you need to pay attention to. The risky part is actually not being able to make a choice, okay? There's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. This is the risky part, okay? the risky part is Seven of Michaels is Seven of Swords. Maybe you have done everything in a certain way so far, and maybe that worked for you, but now it's time to change the strategy, change the course, because there's a better pathway here for you that you can walk through. You don't have to just keep doing everything. Seven of Swords, like what we see, it means two things. Can be lying, stealing, cheating, someone doing things behind your back, but here this is the risk. So we're going to see it in the sense of doing things differently, because what happens is we see a guy stealing the swords before the war. That symbolizes he doesn't go to war and he just takes the swords away so he can actually keep things going in a way that will be beneficial for everyone. There's not going to be a bloodshed at the end of the day. So you need to change your strategy. That's how we're going to go with this risky part. If you keep going, doing the same ways you do things, you might not achieve this success. You might have to change the way you look at money, the way you actually approach the relationships. You might have to change your strategy this time. Two of Ariels is actually balancing things out. This can be your first initial strategy to how to pursue things, and then the results will come out in a very balanced way. It is important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So if you are actually putting so much energy into trying to accomplish goals, but you're not really satisfying your own emotional needs, this can throw you off a little bit, because we have here the symbol, the yin yang, and the symbol of eternity. So the life will always have challenges, and you will, as a human being, we are desire machines. We tend to desire everything all the time. We cannot be satisfied with one desire, because what happens is if you're content, your desire, yes, it is a good thing to be content, but if you don't have no more desires, then the world just happens to be like a place to just exist. It doesn't really have any purpose. So if you keep desiring things, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's all about figuring out how to manifest those desires rather than forcefully attaining. That's actually a very challenging way. There's a light energy that we can lightweight, an easy way that we can manage and manifest things in our lives. And it seems like here, that's what you are learning in this experience. And the second of all, after you accomplish it, instead of just going hard and like, okay, I'm going to go jump into the next project, this is also telling you, enjoy what you have already created and balance your lives with fun a little bit too, because life is until we leave this planet. So it is going to be a challenge over and over again. Like, I don't want to say that life is a challenge, but we're going to have a desire. It's like a human, our nature. It's in our nature, okay? We have here Four of Pentacles. Okay, when this comes forward, and I feel like here the Lovers and the King of Gabriel, the things are going to be moving really fast. I feel like this is a suggestion. It's basically hold on to your pearls. That's the energy of Four of Pentacles. Do not give it away. Possessions, boundaries, limits, hoarding and holding. So holding is different than hoarding. Okay, so do not hold on to your energy too much that you push everybody away, or do not give it away freely so people do not appreciate it. Be in the perfect balance here. Again, two cards actually suggesting balance comes forward, and stinginess is not suggested here. We have you're highly thought of. Even if you're feeling like someone is actually not really thinking of you and not giving you the energy, they will come to terms. They are going to be supporting you fully. With the 10 of Ariels, we have faith, the Wheel of Fortune, positive changes, cycles and changes. This seems like here the things are going to be working out very well. And we have Rabbit. This says like something about the physical matters, but I feel like Rabbit energy is a quick multiplying energy. So it seems like 10, 10, we have the Rabbit. Everything is going to go perfectly. The opportunity presents itself and you're going to get the chance to execute it very well. Rabbit indicates fast growth because they multiply really fast, but also they are fearful animals. So if there are some concerns, if there are some areas you're feeling fearful, this is basically suggesting that it's okay to be fearful, but you need to keep moving towards the opportunity opening in your pathway, okay? You're going to keep the growth going because when you take steps towards it, it's going to grow really fast. The risky part is, like I said, going with the old patterns. What's the old pattern? anxiety, depression, breaking point. The Nine of Swords energy is actually making things bigger than it is in your mind, okay? Mentally, like focusing things mentally. You might have also maybe like Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy in your chart. That they are like mentalistic, mental, in the sense of like they think through everything, overanalyze things. And this is like the risky part. If you fall into that energy, that can actually drive your mind down, so your physical body can affect it with that as well. But instead we have the flowers and happiness, birds, good news coming forward here. So it's better to focus on the positive things in your life rather than seeing the things in a negative side, okay? Because eventually the things are going to be working out perfectly. We have the Emperor coming up. When you manage time, when you manage resources wisely, what's going to happen is control, authority, leadership. You actually being the leader that people listens to, being accomplished, being successful in the things, everything that you touch will be the case here for you. We have the April time with the flowers coming forward. That's going to be the time that you're going to be receiving a massive blessings. It's good to, the April is the 4th month. We have the Emperor with the 4, and the 2 is the half of it. So 2, 6, 4 can be also another timeline for you that you can put together. Also, April is the springtime, and spring doesn't have to be initially April for you. Whenever the spring coming, whenever the flowers are blooming, that can be the timeline for you to actually have access to these beautiful things, okay? Let's get to your heart path. Where is the heart path opening for you? Which way you should be following? Let's see. And this also shows transformations as well. Heart, mind, transformative space. Make a difference. Basically, we have the bunny, the birds, and the heart. So the doors are opening here to the creativity. You have to follow that creative action. Transformative space is you are in a place, or you will find yourself in a place of transformation, and the creativity is going to be extremely important here. And what you do at that moment, the yellow is actually the solar plexus chakra, your joyful actions that you take, the inspired inspiration that comes to you when you follow it. It is going to make a difference initially within you, in your life. Then afterwards, in other people's life, it is going to be affecting them in a positive way. And that positive effect will also improve and transform your life into from where you are to where you want to be, okay? Let's get a planet card or an astrology card for you. Some people got the planets, some people got the zodiac. Let's see, okay, what wants to come forward for you, my beautiful Scorpio. We have 2 purple colors, by the way. Purple is the 3rd eye chakra, so you might get intuitive guidance. We have Libra energy. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. Relationships is the relationship that you have with everything. It doesn't have to be specifically love, romance. This can be also about the relationships at work, the relationship that you have with yourself, and there's going to be a balance definitely coming forward in this year. If you didn't have balance, maybe disruptions or maybe discomfort in the relationships you had so far, they're going to be also finding balance and harmony, okay? You're going to be finding balance and harmony within them. Let's see your final oracle message. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. So basically, it's about relationships, work, money, wheel of fortune, manifesting financial security. All of that requires you to show your multifaceted, unique nature, okay? You have to be visible in order to attract the energy. And like I mentioned, money is a type of energy as well. The paper doesn't really have any quality in it. It's just the paper that we have some faces on it, and when you go to each country it has a different value. So the thing is here, the energy is very important, and that's what people pay to. People pay to your energy. If that's what you're manifesting, want to have in your life, you have a beautiful, unique nature. You have a beautiful thing people are seeking for. Maybe storytelling, what is happening to you, what has happened to you is going to be the key to attract that energy to yourself, but you have to be visible. You have to be visible through, we have social media today. You don't have to show everything in your life. That's not what I mean. It can be a part of you that will be actually, something that people will be interested and people are going to be paying attention to. And that can bring that manifestations into your life when you pay attention to it, okay? When you let people see it. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. I hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.